Hello YouTube, I hope you all are having a great day. I just wanted to take a minute here to do a quick review on the TFV8 by Smok tank. Alright, I just wanted to do a review on this because I've been using this now for a few months, and I do have some feedback, some kind of pros and cons in my opinion on this tank, and I just kind of want to go over those today after several months of use and what I've noticed. Alright, so first, your tank is going to come in this nice little fancy box, about this big here. Inside you'll have a number of things. You'll have a little baggie with some adapters to fit the tops of this tank here. If you wanted a smaller drip tip, it comes with a little adapter for that. Also a little, I don't have it in here because I lost it, but oh, it's right here. A little ring for your tank around to keep it from breaking, and it also comes with the tank itself, an extra glass piece, and also a few extra coils. So it comes with 3 coils total. The one I have in here now is actually the RDA, so it's the rebuildable, you wick it up yourself, and do have a little bit of feedback on that, and we'll get into that in a minute here. It also comes with 2 other coils. This one, as you can see, I burnt out pretty bad, but holy moly, these things are ridiculous, especially this guy. This guy has, I believe, 8 coils, and this has, what, 4? Yes. And these are just cloud machines. It's unreal. If you can keep them from becoming dried out and burnt, you're in shape. Alright, so make sure you're always having your e-juice in. These things are unreal. Now the one downfall is these are expensive. If you ever burn one out and you have to replace them, they are quite a bit to replace. But these 2 built coils that it comes with are, they're unreal. I unfortunately burned both of these out already, but that was in a matter of several months, and I will admit that I did accidentally do a few dry hits on them. Not on purpose, but I ran out of juice not realizing, and yeah, with the amount of power you're putting out into these things, they will burn up quickly. Alright, it comes with this also comes with a little tool, so you can fix up your rebuildable in there. And I'm not going to actually take out the rebuildable today. I will go do another video on that itself and taking it apart, but I will kind of go into some pros and cons today of what I've noticed. So this tank overall is huge. Alright, this is my thumb. I mean, I don't have a big thumb, but seriously, like, it's huge. And I actually use it on the Smok X Cube 2. Now, with both of these together, this thing is like a brick. I mean, it is heavy. And I've actually broken the glass twice now just because of this falling over. Now, part of it is because this thing is really top heavy. A lot of that has to do with your mod, but be careful. Even with these things on there, this thing is heavy and it does break kind of easy. Other than that, when I had the 2 pre-built coils in there, I had no issues whatsoever. It vaped unreal. I've never put out that much smoke in or vape in my life. The clouds are just insane, and you'll be really happy with it. When I did do the RDA in there, I did notice that if you don't get the build just right, and I'm still learning with how to build these I'm not building the coils themselves, but with the wicking, with how to wick it up properly. If you don't do it right, you will get leaks, and I've been having issues with that the last few weeks. It's like kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes I'll get the build right, and all of a sudden I'll be like, sweet, no leaks ever, and then once I have to replace the cotton, if I don't do it just perfect, I'm still experimenting, but it will start to leak again. My hands are starting to get on it. It's on my mod a little bit already. There's juice on there. But yeah, other than that, this thing is pretty kick-ass. It's they call it like the cloud machine or cloud chaser or whatever. But it puts it out. Alright, one thing to note about this tank as well, which I do also really enjoy about this tank, is it's a top load kind of thing. So you add your e-juice from the top. So this little tank here just kind of swivels open, right? And you get your little hole there, and you just add your e-juice right in. Alright, now in your little case, it also comes with another little lip for this, a replacement one. And this thing is pretty sweet. you can always just keep the tank right on there and load it from the top, swivel it, snap it back on, and you're ready to vape. I do have another video on how to make your own e-juice. Save a ton of money on that, so I'll put a little link on that video as well where you can watch that. But these, this rebuildable is at a 0.3 ohm. These are at a 0.05, I believe. Or 0.15, I'm sorry. I knew that sounded too low. 0.15, so these are super low ohms, and so you put them at like 100 watts or more, and that's why I got this 160 watt. But with this, I can run it at about 50 to 60, and it should be okay. Give it a try. Yeah, I got the fan on, so it's blowing it away, nice away from you guys. But yeah, I mean, it puts it out, man, and it's good. I mean, this thing is tough to carry around with you because it's so big, like it's pretty huge. But it's awesome. It's a great on the couch kind of vape. You know, you put your little ring on there to pretend to protect it, kind of thing, and you hope it's okay. But yeah, it's a great tank. It's probably the best tank I've bought yet. I've gone through a few other tanks. I'm trying to get into the RDAs a little more because not necessarily like I want to do the build the coils, like it's maybe a little too much for me, but the wicking I don't see it being too big of an issue, and rather than buying coils that are now getting up to like $20-some a piece for these replacement coils, rather than just a few bucks, it's almost worth it to just buy an RDA that works with this device or another RDA in general, and going that route. But overall, just like I said, I wanted to do a review on this tank because I've had it for a few months now, and I know it's been super popular. They have, this is the big one. They also have the mini. This is the review of the big boy, the TFV8 by Smok Tech. If you use the RDA, make sure you wick it properly, otherwise you might get some leakage, and I've been having that issue. But that's like one con. The other con I would say is just the size and the weight. I mean, you can't really downsize it if you're trying to put out less, but yeah, I mean, it's just big. You know, it's big and it's heavy, and this glass can break from that. But if you're careful with it, it puts out a ton of smoke. It's awesome. I mean, it's a great sit-at-home vape, and you'd be happy with it. So if you're thinking about looking that route, you know, I know it's been out for a while now, but it's a good choice. I've heard great things over its younger brother, like the original TFV4, and those types. This is kind of the way to go. So yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have this tank and you're having other issues or you want to talk about it, please leave some comments below, and we'll chit chat. Love to do that. If you're interested in knowing how to make your own e-juice, which is what I do in this, for example, this is a strawberry freeze. This is what I really like to vape on. It's great. It's super easy to make, and you can make a 30 ml bottle for about $1. So I really recommend people making their own e-juice. Because not a lot of people know how to do that, and I'm surprised because you save a ton of money and you make the exact same e-juice that you buy at the store, if not better, and you get to control it. So I'll also have that video available for you to check out from here. But yeah, you guys have a great and fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this, and keep on vaping. Thanks.